What's up, gang? Hey man, in today's video I'm gonna break down two scenarios where two guys showed too much care for a chick, and as soon as they showed too much care, the chick ghosted them. So if you really want to support the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you like the channel, make sure you watch this video to the very end because I got a ton of gold nuggets in this video. And without further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright, so in today's video I'm gonna read off two comments that I got underneath my post. So underneath my YouTube videos, I got two comments that stood out to me, and I actually want to read both of these comments, and I want to break both of them down because both of these comments actually stuck with me, and both of these comments actually struck a chord with me because I remember being in these guys' position. That's one of the reasons why I made this channel, because I was in the field solid since I was in 11th grade, and I went through my ups and downs, right? I went through the times where I was cold and I had very high results at a very high percentage. And then I started listening to dating coaches like RSD and pickup artists, and sometimes paying for pickup artist courses and stuff like that. All of that stuff did, no matter how much these pickup artists talked about their body count, how many girls they hooked up with, you know, all this crazy stuff, all it did was lower my percentage. I thought it was going to increase my percentage to a higher percentage, but it actually lowered it, because what was happening was, when I started, you know, implementing their techniques, a lot of it was too much care. I was bringing care back into the equation. When I removed care, I was successful with women. When I brought care into the equation, the results dropped significantly. And women aren't all the same, but they are very similar. And I've dealt with every type of woman. I've dealt with pretty much every race. I don't think there's a race that I haven't slept with. At the end of the day, women are very similar. They aren't the same, but they are similar, and they respond to the same thing. So that's one of the reasons why I made this channel, because when you show a girl too much care, she loses respect for you. And if she loses too much respect for you, your days are numbered. Mark my words. So I'm going to read both of these comments, and then I'm going to break both of them down. So here's the first comment. So the first comment is from Miles Borg 9812. Shout out to him. Thank you for leaving a comment. So the comment reads, "This is what I am going through right now. Had some great dates with one girl recently. Doing everything right." So when he says doing everything right, meaning that he isn't showing care, you know, that's what I'm assuming, because that's what, when I say I'm doing everything right, like I'm not making any mistakes, I'm not showing too much care to the chick, right? Like when I'm in interaction with a chick, I'm basically like looking at her as like a second-class citizen. Like I'm looking at her as like my little sister in a way. Like nothing she can say can faze me. Like I'm the superior of the two of us, you know? So when I'm talking to a chick, I'm like basically like talking to her like she's my subordinate in a way. So like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not disrespectful. I'm not, you know, an asshole, nothing like that. And I will even have a smirk. Like for example, there's a bad little chick that pulled up next to me when I was waiting for my Whole Foods. Like Whole Foods, they bring the groceries out to you instead of me having to go inside the store. And then a chick that was bad as hell just like was next to me, and she walked into her car and then got in. So I rolled my window down, and all I said was, I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And she was smiling. She's like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" You know. And then I was just like, I was like, why you in such a rush? Because like she was putting on her seatbelt fast. So I was like, "Hey, why you in such a rush? Like, where you going?" And she's like, "I gotta pick my parents up from the airport." And I was just like, "Oh, that's cool, that's cool." I was like, "Hey, let me get your number. I want to take you out sometime." And she was like, "No, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend." I was like, "Oh, do you love him?" And she was like, "Yeah, I do love him. I do love him." I was like, "All right, well, you have a good day," right? It wasn't a successful interaction. It's not like I'm explaining like I didn't get her number, I didn't get nothing, but it didn't faze me. Like I'm not talking to her as if I'm equal with her. Like if I was talking to her as if I was her equal, I would actually give a fuck that she denied me, or I would actually give a fuck that she didn't give me her number. But because she's not my equal, she's like my subordinate, I don't give, like she can't do nothing to faze me. It's like if you had a little sibling, like a little brother or a little sister, and like they trying to hurt your feelings, and like you the older brother and you bigger, you stronger, you do everything. It's like, what can you say to faze me, really? Like, you know what I mean? Like you like a little motherfucker, like you know what I mean? It's like you can't really bother me, you know what I mean? The only way you can bother me is if you blatantly disrespect me. But then she wasn't disrespectful, you know what I mean? She was sweet, she was bubbly, she was all this shit. she rejected me, but it doesn't matter. It's like a little sister to me. I don't see it that way. You get what I'm trying to say? So when he says that I'm doing everything right, I'm assuming that he didn't show too much care. Because when I say that I did everything right in the interaction, like that, me running that interaction with that chick, I did everything right, right? Now some pickup artists be like, well, I would have said something clever. That's too much fucking care, bro. That's too much fucking care. And you probably would have got the same fucking result. Like, you looking at her as she's your equal. No, bro, she is not my fucking equal. She's a fucking subordinate, bro. Like, if she's not on board, all right, see you later, take care. Like, I'm not mad. It doesn't even faze me. You know, you feel me? It doesn't even, it's like, that's what I mean when I say do everything right. It's like, you gotta treat her as if she's like your subordinate. Like, you're the boss and she's the employee. You know what I mean? She needs to try to earn your fucking approval, not the other way around. You get where I'm coming from? So, I'm assuming that's what he means when he said, I'm doing everything right. So then he said, she was showing very high interest and decided to cook me dinner. So he must have been doing everything right if a girl starts to try to cook you dinner and stuff. Because usually all my little side pieces and rotation chicks and all that stuff, they always want to get me gifts, do dinner, because I show low care. So when a girl cares more for you than you care about her, they constantly try to gain your approval. Like, they're constantly, you know, trying to do the most, because and that's actually, they give you respect, they give you love, they give you all of that stuff, because at the end of the day, she sees you as her superior and you're acting that way because you are her fucking superior. So obviously he was doing everything right if he's getting that type of interest out of her, because girls don't do that for guys that, you know, don't do it for them. You know, they don't do it for the guy that cares. A girl can be in a relationship with a guy that cares too much. Like, let's not get that shit twisted. But that guy's not getting everything out of her. You know, when a girl's in a relationship for a guy that cares too much about her, that girl's saying stuff like, I don't want to sleep with my husband anymore. I'm not attracted to him anymore. Oh, I do the bare minimum. Like, oh, I don't really care for him. Oh, he gives me so many icks. That is a girl who she's in the relationship, but she's basically basically, I don't even know the fucking word. Like, she's just like in it, but like not, she's tolerating the guy. That's the word I want to use. She's basically tolerating the fucking guy. You know what I mean? She's not obsessed with the guy. So it seems like this guy was doing everything right, because he said she was showing very high interest and decided to cook me dinner and bring it over to my place on the third date. So this is very high interest if girls cooking you dinner and shit like that. So he said the next date, the week after, I decided to cook her dinner to thank her for her efforts. See, that's where he went wrong. When you try to reciprocate what a girl has done for you back to her, like, for example, if one of my girls bought me a gift and I decided to buy her a gift back, she's gonna lose respect for me, because I'm treating her as if she's my equal. And girls would never tell you this. Like, girls would never, unless they're super comfortable around you. I only had like one of my rotation chicks tell me this. One of my rotation chicks told me that she was dealing with a guy that she was obsessed over back in high school. The guy was an all-star running back. He had a D1 scholarship. He had all that shit, right? But he was a complete dick, and he had pretty much every girl in the school. This kind of is my story. I was the best player on my football team. I was a running back. I was really, really good for my high school team, right? And so his story was very similar to my story, and I was kind of a little bit mean to chicks, and I was kind of all this shit, but I got a lot of fucking pussy. So that's what she was saying about this guy. This guy was an all-star running back. He was a little bit of a dick, but he fucked a lot of girls in the school. But what happened was he went to D1 school, and then he came back down for like one of the summers, maybe his sophomore year. And she said she met him again, and then he completely changed. Like, first of all, he apologized to her. He said, hey, when I was in high school, like, I knew I was a dick to a lot of girls. I was very mean, and I really wanted to give you a sincere apology. And then, you know, and she accepted the apology, but then she said he was acting goofy. He was like, you know, like doing more stuff for her. He was caring for her more, and she just said it was a complete turnoff. And then she knew the girls that he was hooking up, that he used to hook up with as well. And she would talk to those girls and be like, did you meet this guy? I'm not gonna say his name, but she's like, did you see him when he got back? And he was like, yeah, I saw him. And he's like, isn't he different? She's like, yeah, I don't like him anymore. Like, all of the girls came to agreements with this guy that they didn't like him no more. He was like apologizing for being a dick. Like, he was turning sweet all of a sudden. He was turning nice. He was caring too much about, and pretty much all the girls because they kind of already knew that he was fucking all the girls, and they kind of was all friends, and they was all at the same high school and shit. All of them, or the few that she talked to, they all had the same fucking conclusion, that they no longer liked the guy because he went soft, basically. You know what I mean? Like, he started caring too much about them. I wish that you could care for women and get results, but from my experience, a guy that's actually in the field, a guy that's always talking to women, you know what I mean? I'm always fucking talking to women. From my experience, the moment you turn up your care is the moment you lose her. And it doesn't mean that she will just walk away immediately. Even if you're in a relationship with her, you start losing respect. You can see it in her fucking eyes, bro. She doesn't do nothing for you. Like, she doesn't want to give you head anymore. She doesn't want to sleep with you, or if she does, it's like a task. She gives you size. It's a lot of shit that you get from a chick that loses respect from you. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of guys that ignore those signs. But let's finish the rest of this comment, because this really hit home with me, because I remember this shit. You feel me? But I know it probably started going down as soon as he decided to cook her dinner back. Because anytime you reciprocate anything back to a chick, she sees it as you're her equal, and she doesn't like you no more. Trust me, back in the day, girl buy me a gift, then I want to buy her a gift, and then she'll lose respect for me. Now I just accept gifts from bitches. I don't, you feel me? Like, I just accept the gifts. I'd be like, oh, thank you. I don't give them shit back in return. Or if she want to cook for me, I'd be like, oh, for real? Like, I got a girl, like, making me sourdough bread, bringing it to me and shit. And I'm like, oh, thank you. That's it. You know what I mean? And then, you know, after she bring me the bread and the sourdough, you know, her gift is she can suck my dick. That's the gift that I give her. She can give me a blowjob. You feel me? So that's my reciprocation to her, is you're allowed to suck my cock. Thank you. You know what I mean? And it sounds harsh, but this is what girls respond to. You know what I mean? Like, it's sad, bro. I know. I wish you know what I mean? I wish chivalry wasn't dead, but women killed chivalry. It's not us. Men want to be chivalrous. Men want to reciprocate. Men want to cook back. Men want to do this shit. But the women have killed it. They're not favoring the guys that do that shit. So I'm just gonna be honest with you. So he says, so the next date, the week after, I decided to cook her dinner to thank her for her efforts. I cooked a great dinner, steak, wine, etc. Her mood was literally flat on the date, and she's now ghosted for the last 5 days. It's real. Please drop the drip text information. So yeah, so I told you, bro. Like, and I know it's real because I'm in the field and I witness it firsthand. Like, I'm a very observant person. Like, I use my eyes more than I use my ears. Like I don't listen to bitches, but I watch what they do, and I watch what they respond to. And a lot of women won't even tell you this shit, right? Like I said, out of all the bitches I fucked with, I had one rotation bitch tell me that she was turned off by a guy who started caring too much about her. Like, it just was the biggest fucking turn off for her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she just fucking hated it. And it doesn't matter how attractive the guy is. A lot of people, like, attraction gives you a little bit more leeway. But once a girl drops her respect for you, you can be a fucking model looking guy. Once she loses respect for you, it is very hard to gain it back. Like, you literally gotta, like, fucking go ghost on her for like months for her to be like, oh shit, this guy really don't give a fuck no more. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type, these modern women, they wild, bro. This shit is some wild shit, bro. You know what I mean? I tell you one thing, you'll never have no fucking boring days fucking with these fucking modern Western women. I tell you that much shit. But I feel where this guy's coming from, because I know this shit firsthand. Like, this is real shit, bro. Like, this is real fucking shit. Like, I really believe this shit because I've done shit like this, and this same thing happened to me. The chick don't start acting up until you show too much fucking care. Then that's when she start fucking acting up and shit. Crazy shit, bro. Girls are fucking crazy, bro. So yeah, let's go to the next comment, man. So the next comment says, literally going through this with a girl I really fuck with. I started showing how much I cared only because she did, and she ghosted me. So see, once you reciprocate, see, this the thing, bro. You stop showing that you can, and a lot of guys fall into this trap. And a lot of guys that I teach, I think the difference is, because at first, when you first when you first start listening to my channel, I think what happens is at first it's an act. I think with me, when I first got results, it wasn't an act. I got tired of getting my heart broken. I just really went fucking cold. Like, I really just didn't fuck with bitches like that for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they were fucking untrustworthy. Like, they broke my heart. Like, I was like, man, fuck these hoes. When I went on that kind of fucking, that's when my results skyrocketed. So mine was like real. And then I got greedy. See, this is the thing about the Bible and God and stuff. God say ain't nothing wrong with, you know, wealth and stuff like that, right? But God always says, but once you become greedy, that's when basically stuff starts falling apart. What happened with me was, I was already fucking really good with women naturally, but all it was I just didn't give a fuck about hoes. Like, I got hurt twice back to back, and I stopped giving a fuck, and I got really good with women. But then I got greedy, and I was like, oh, let me learn from these dating coaches and read these books so I can even increase my percentage even higher. But what was happening when I was learning the mystery method and the fucking RSD and all that shit, what happened was I was lowering my percentage. So basically what I was doing the first time around was the highest percentage, but basically I'm trying to chase, I'm probably closing at probably, I don't know, 30% or some shit like that. Where I fucked up was I was trying to get to like 90%, 80%. Like, I was trying to get to some ridiculous ass fucking numbers. Ain't no bitch you ain't gonna close no bitches at a fucking 90, 80%. So I got greedy and I started trying to get more. And that's when my percentages went down, and I started showing too much care, and I started doing all this, and I started listening to all these different ideologies, because all these different other guys, they never had no successful women. So they don't even know what works at the highest percentage. They just do something that kind of works, and they do a shit ton of volume of it. Like, you know what I mean? So that's the difference between me and a lot of these pickup artists, dating coaches, motherfuckers like that, is my shit was a real life experience. My shit was a real life pain, suffering, hurt. Stopped giving a fuck, started getting a bunch of fucking pussy. And then I got greedy, and then I started trying to learn from these dating coaches, pick up all that shit, and then my percentages went down. And it's kind of like basketball, right? For example, like, I like basketball because it's a percentage sport, right? In order to be a great basketball player, you should probably be shooting 40% or higher behind the three-point line. You should probably be shooting 50% or higher inside of the three-point line. And you should probably be shooting 80% or higher from the free throw line in order to be considered a, you know, a legendary scorer, or like a high percentile, or like a respectable all-star type player, right? That is very important in this world too, to me, right? I'm not the guy who just wants to get the guys that follow me. I'm not the guy that just wants to get you results. I want you to get results at the highest possible percentage as well. Like, I want you to get results at the highest possible percentage as well. Because the percentage is important, because it allows you to live a fulfilled life. You don't have to be out here chasing ass 24/7 non-stop just to get one mid chick. You follow the shit that I'm teaching you, you can have a fulfilled life. You can have work, you can have work-life balance, you can hit the gym, you can do all this stuff, still get bad bitches by simply not giving a fuck. Just turning your care down. You'll be surprised how far you get. Because women, they don't want you to look at them as equal. They want to look, trust me, when they chose to do anything with you, they saw you as a superior to them. You're a man. They're second-class citizens. Like, let's call a spade a spade. They're second-class citizens. They're not equal to you. Fuck the feminist movement. That's bullshit. They aren't your fucking equals. But they only respect the men that know that. There isn't one chick that I look at as my fucking equal. Like, I don't look at my chick, I don't look at any chick as like, you're equal to me, you can do everything the fuck I can do. No, the fuck you can't, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I look at other capable men as my equal, but I don't look at women as my equal. Women don't respect you if you do. Fuck what they say. I'm telling you the truth. You know what I mean? And it's good for you to listen to this before they try to come at me and tear me down and attack me and attack my character, all this bullshit. But they probably won't even get that far. My channel probably won't even get that big. But this is the real raw truth. Like, and I can't put it no more straightforward. What happened with me is I actually, this happened in my life. Like I actually, this was like a accidental thing that happened to me. I got hurt, I stopped giving a fuck about bitches, and then I got really, really good results. But when I did overly care, my results were mediocre to, you know, below average. Yes, you still get results, but it's significantly lower percentage. So meaning that if I played basketball and I was shooting at 10% from the fucking 3-point line, yes, I make 1 fucking 3 out of every 10 shots, but guess what? I won't be on that team for long. They're gonna fucking cut me. Percentages fucking matter. So if you want the shit to work at the highest percentage, you can't care too much about these girls. She always has to care more about you than you care about her throughout the entire relationship. And some of the tricks that you can do to do that is you can have a purpose, you can have other hoes, you can have other females, you can have friends, you can have a bunch of other shit that you care about, but don't start pouring all that fucking care into that bitch. No matter how much you fuck with her, no matter how fat her ass is, no matter how fucking good her pussy smells, no matter how fucking delicious her fucking tongue tastes, no matter how soft her fucking skin is, no matter how good, like, just trust me, bro. She's still a fucking girl, bro. She's a fucking girl. So back to this goddamn comment. So he said, so I started showing her care only because she did, and she ghosted me. She called me today and we talked for a while. She told me straight up she likes guys that don't like her back / hate her. How would you go about that situation? So luckily for you, she told you. Most girls don't even fucking call you to even fucking tell you that shit. You know what I mean? Most girls don't even fucking express that to men. They don't say it. I mean, let's just be real. You know what I mean? So luckily you got a chick that told you that. But the way that I go about that is I just stopped caring as much for her, bro. Like, I treat every girl like a fucking second-class citizen. Like, I don't treat them like my boys and shit. Like, when we talk, we fucking cut up. Like, we fucking, you know what I mean? Men, the kids I hang out with, we all capable. You know what I mean? You know, we all fucking men. Like, we all work out. Like, you know, some of them, you know, box, do Muay Thai. Some of them do, you know, all kind of shit. So we all very capable men. We all have a certain level of respect for each other. Let's say if my boy got me a gift for my birthday, yes, I'm gonna get my boy a gift for his birthday. It's a different fucking thing. We're equals, you feel me? But if it's a fucking girl, bro, you gotta look at this bitch as like your employee. Like, not really your employee, because niggas gonna try to take that and try to spend that shit type shit. But you gotta like really look at her for who she is. That's all girls want. They just want you to look at them for who they are. Like, remember I told you on one of my videos when I told a girl something and then she did something or whatever, okay, I forgot the situation, but one of her responses was, I'm just a girl. She's like, damn, I'm just a, cause she contradicted herself on some shit. And I was like, hold up, you said you like it this, and then now you talking this? I'm like, bro, fuck it. I think I said some shit like girl math, or I don't know what the fuck I said. I deal with so many fucking bitches. But one of the things she said in response, she's like, well, I'm just a girl. Like, basically, like, this is what the fuck we do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't take us serious. Like, in so many words, that's what she was telling me. Like, don't take the stuff I say serious. Like, I'm just a fucking girl. I just talk. I just fucking say shit. I say a lot of shit that I don't fucking mean. When you deal with a lot of fucking women, you start understanding that, like, you can hear them, but don't listen to them type shit. Sometimes, every now and again, they'll say some truths here and there. But at the end of the day, they're just she's just a girl, bro. You guys are putting too much emphasis on her, too much pressure on her, too much fucking, you giving her too much credit. You giving these fucking girls too much fucking credit. Most of them have lived their life on easy mode, for real. Like, most of them have pretty much gotten anything that they wanted just by flashing that cute little smile, showing a little cleavage, or wearing some tight fucking pants to show that juicy little fat ass of theirs. They've pretty much gotten anything that they wanted out of a man just by simply existing. So you gonna take her, you're gonna treat her as your equal. In order for you to become attractive, you've had to go through shit. You've had to fucking overcome shit. You've had to solve problems. You had to go through trials and fucking, you know what I mean? You've been tested and you've passed those fucking tests. And now you're a man that she finds attractive. So, motherfucker, I got here from hard work. You were born here. You're not my equal. And when I say that, I don't mean be disrespectful. I don't mean like be a dick. I don't mean none of that shit. You feel me? Like when I deal with chicks, I don't look at none of them as my equal. But when I'm talking to chicks, I'm like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? I'm never disrespectful unless she's disrespectful. Now, if she's disrespectful, I'm gonna be like, hey, chill out. Like, I don't know who the fuck you talking to. Like, I don't know who you think I am. Like, I'm not one of them. Like, watch your tone when you talk to me. Because she's not my equal. Like, I'm like, bro, she's a subordinate. When I say care less about women, that's the mindset that you gotta adapt. Bro, she's not on your level, bro. So when you show her signs that she's on your level, she has no choice but to lose respect for you. So the way that I will handle that situation, like let's say she showed me care, I showed her a bunch of care back, and now she needs to step back. Well, bitch, now I need to step back. I fucking match her energy. You want to step back? Well, bitch, I need to step back. For real. I don't need you, bitch. You feel me? When a bitch show me her fucking true colors, you know what I'm doing? Every time I get some spare time, I'm going out looking for her replacement. Trust me. They didn't stop making bad bitches when they made this bitch. They didn't stop making cute bitches when they made this bitch. I talk to bitches everywhere that I'm at. If I'm at Target and I see a bad bitch, I be like, hey, what's up? And she be like, oh, hi. Whatever the fuck she gonna say, I be like, hey, I want to introduce myself. You know, I'm CJ. She be like, okay, I'm whatever. You know what I mean? Or she might not even say her name. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And it depends on the situation, right? If I got time, I'll be like, hey, man, I was just finna get some coffee. Like, you got time to get it with me or whatever. But most of the times, I don't do instant dates unless I really ain't got shit to do. But then, you know, or I'm just like, hey, man, I got shit going on. But, like, what's your number real quick? I want to take you out or something. Like, I'm looking at her like a lower class citizen. Like, even if she says no to me, like, I'm looking at her like, bitch, you know what the fuck you talking to? Like, almost like a celebrity style. Basically, the way I look at a woman is how John Jones would look at me if I said I want to fight him. Let's say an average regular motherfucker like me, I walk up to John Jones, I'd be like, you know what, John Jones, I want to fight you. John Jones be like, what the fuck? Hey man, come get this dude, man. This motherfucker must be off his meds or some shit. That's the way I look at fucking women. I look at women as if John Jones would look at. It's like if I went to LeBron James, I say, you know, LeBron James, I'm gonna take your starting position on the Lakers. He'd be like, nigga, what? Like, who the fuck is you like he wouldn't even be mad. He'd just be like indifferent with the situation. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, hey man, get your mans, bro. Like, who the fuck is this dude? Like, he not even angry. Like, he don't even see me. Now, if Kevin Durant talk shit to LeBron, that's a different story. Yes, he's gonna get mad because they respect each other. Their games are on the same level. You know what I'm trying to say? Like if fucking like let's say like a top fighter disrespected John Jones is gonna have some anger there because there's some level of respect there. You know what I mean? When DC and John Jones is going back and forth, yeah, he gonna get pissed off at DC because there's some level of respect there. They on the fucking same level. So what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't even get mad at bitches or nothing like that unless they disrespectful. Now, if I come up to John Jones and I'd be like, fuck your kids, fuck your wife, you fucking bitch ass nigga, I'll fucking fuck up your family, John Jones will beat the fuck out of me and probably kill me, rightfully so, because I'm disrespect. Like, that's a different level. So for what I'm trying to say is, that's kind of how you got to look at these. You gotta assume that you, John Jones, and some regular motherfucker is trying to fucking fuck with you. You get what I'm trying to say? Like some regular fucking motherfucker is trying to like act like they on your level. They're not on your level. You know what I mean? And the only time that you really gotta actually check a bitch is if she's disrespectful. You know what I mean? Because in the past, I would have thought that was like, I would have probably said, you know, checking a bitch is in the past I would have said checking a bitch is showing too much care. But now, no, because the only time, when I really think about it, I say, damn, the only times I've ever checked a bitch is if she was disrespectful. I never checked the bitch for turning me down. I never checked the bitch for saying no. I never checked the bitch for saying that I'm not her type. Never checked the bitch for none of that shit. I never even get mad at that shit. But when a bitch is disrespectful, like she's looking at me like I'm a second-class citizen and she's actually the second-class citizen, I'll be like, who the fuck you talking to? Like for real. Like, who the fuck you think I am? Like, I'll check a bitch if she do disrespectful shit. Like, you say hi, be like, hey, I'm CJ, I want to introduce myself. Be like, leave me the fuck alone, creep, weirdo fuck. I'll be like, who the fuck you talking to, bitch? Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, she's disrespectful. You feel me? I'm gonna check that hoe. Like, that's just human nature. Like, I wouldn't even let my little fucking brother talk to me like that. I wouldn't even let my motherfucking little sister talk to me like that. You get what I'm trying to say? You know what I mean? And I'm always evolving as a person too. But that's one of the things I remembered that I was kind of throwing out of my life was when I was in 11th and 12th grade, I used to check bitches. And then I stopped checking bitches because all these red pill guys and shit, they be like, oh, and they be saying, oh, don't never check a bitch, it's showing, you know, too much emotion. But nah, fuck that shit. I will never check a bitch that's not disrespectful. But as soon as you become disrespectful, I will check you. But after I check you, I really don't want nothing to do with your ass because you already showed me your true colors. I'm not trying to check a bitch to win her over. I don't give a fuck if I blow, like, I don't want nothing to do with that bitch no more because you showed me that you're a disrespectful person. You get me? Because I've never disrespected a bitch for no fucking reason, ever. Like, that's not my DNA. I'm never gonna walk up to a bitch and be like, you an ugly bitch. Like, I'm never gonna, like, fucking disrespect a bitch for no fucking reason. Only hurt people hurt people. I'm not a hurt person. I'm happy with what the fuck I'm doing. Like, everything in my life is how I want it to be. I'm not following nobody else's fucking life. I'm really moving to the beat of my own drum. I love that. So, like, when I'm going to talk to a bitch and shit like that, I'm already happy with how my life is already. So, I'm just trying to add a bitch to my life. But if she's not going, I don't lose any sleep. But if the bitch is disrespectful, I'm gonna be like, hold up, what, a guy has never talked to you before? Like, what, nobody fucking said hi to them, introduced themselves to you? Like, chill the fuck out with the disrespect, you feel me? You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about your day, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Chill with that shit, you know what I'm trying to say? So that's one of the things I had to bring back to my motherfucking, into my life. Because, first of all, that's me moving to the beat of my own drum. Second of all, that's just my natural fucking instinct. Like, I can't fucking help it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, anytime I feel like I'm fighting my natural instincts, I feel like life is worse. Because I've noticed that, like, when I'm listening to other guys on the internet, and I don't know where these guys get their information. Maybe they get books. Maybe they just read a lot. I don't fucking know. But I notice when I'm listening to other guys on the internet, and I try to refrain myself, like, let's say I talk to a chick and she's disrespectful, and I'd be like, okay, like, I try to, like, hold that shit in, but all it does is eat me up in the inside. Like, it pisses me off for, like, fucking 3 hours, and it fucks my whole mood up for the rest of the night. But if I ever get disrespected by a chick and I put her in that place, I'm fine. I'm good to go on to the next chick. I'm not carrying no baggage to the next hoe. You feel me? Like, I have zero baggage. When a bitch disrespect me and I fucking check her ass, I got it out. I got it out on the person that I deserve to get it out on. I'm not bottling it up and taking it out on the bitch that's innocent. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm not bottling up my frustration and taking it out on the bitch that's innocent. So any form of disrespect, I don't fuck with, right? Any form of, like, talking shit, like, and, like, being mean and changing your tone on me type shit, I'm gonna call that shit out. That's just who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? That's just who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? Like, I can't help it. I moved to the beat of my own drum. That's who I am. So both of these comments, they kind of struck home. Like, they hit home with me because I'm like, damn, bro, I remember those situations where, like, I'm really feeling the chick, and then I start over caring and this bitch go ghost, or I don't ever talk to this bitch again, or whatever the case is. And you know, luckily for me, I knew what it was. I'm like, fuck, I started over caring about this bitch. I started reciprocating because she started caring for me, and then I started caring for her. But like at the end of the day, the girl always, she wants to be in that position. No matter what she tells you, no matter, you know, all my bitches say the same thing. When are you gonna open up to me? When are you gonna be vulnerable around me? When are you gonna, why don't you text me more? Why don't you do this? They say all this shit. And the moment I fold for them, they lose respect, and then they start going ghost and playing these fucking games. You get what I'm trying to say? Because they can't respect you. Like, the way they look at it is like, you the owner of the company. How the fuck is me, an employee, gonna tell you how to fucking run your business? Imagine if every day you went to the owner and be like, hey bro, you should do this for the company. No, this is how you should run the company. Nah bro, I think you should run the company like this, bro. Nah bro, you should do this, bro. I believe you should do this for the company. And he just took all your considerations. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Okay, I'll do that. You'd be like, bitch, are you the owner or am I the fucking owner? Like, who the fuck running the company? Now you walking around the office with a fucking, thinking your motherfucking shit don't stink because you like, motherfucker, I'm more capable than the fucking owner. I should be the fucking owner of this fucking company. But you gotta understand, girls don't want to be the boss. They don't want to be the owner. They don't want to run the fucking company. They act like they do. It's your job as a fucking man to tell them, motherfucker, if you rocking with me, this is what the fuck going on. And if you can't live up to that, it's a whole bunch of other niggas you can fucking deal with. You feel me? This is my fucking restaurant. We got one thing on the menu, and if this ain't what you want, you can go to another restaurant. It's very simple shit. Very simple shit. But people make it very complicated. The reason why girls act the way that they act when you show too much care is because they lose respect for you, because they don't want to be treated as an equal. That is the simplest way that I can put it. Do not treat women as if they're your equal, because they are not. Especially women that are dating you, because women don't date their equals. They date superior men. Every single podcast that you watch, when they ask women about their ideal man, they are talking about a guy that is superior to them in every fucking category. They want a guy taller than them, even if it's by 1 fucking inch. They want a guy stronger than them. They want a guy smarter than them. They want a guy that makes more money than them. They want a guy that is pretty much better than them in every fucking category. So if they want a guy that is superior to them, why the fuck would you treat her as if she's your equal? If she chose you, she sees you as a superior. Don't ruin her dream by treating her as a fucking equal. And with that being said, I'm out. Peace.